Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the VR46 Career mode. Today we are off to Qatar once again, running the full 2021 season. So we have two Qatar Grand Prix. This one is known as the Tissot Grand Prix of Doha, so it's not the actual Qatar Grand Prix, so slightly different name. But anyway, just want to say thank you for all the love and support on the first episode. People really seem to like the idea of the series and got great feedback, so very good. I happy to see a lot of happy people watching, so thanks for watching, and hit a like if you are enjoying it. So let's get off to race 2. So here we are on the grid for race 2. Now eagle-eyed viewers out there would have spotted I've gone for hardware this week. The thoughts behind that is, of course, this is one of the lightest tracks on tyre deck because it's so cold, and you have a lot more chance of running a soft tyre. So a lot of riders you'll see would have run a soft one, whereas I've gone for the hardest compound. Basically, I can push flat out with my rear tyre for the whole race, and I felt in the first race here at Qatar I struggled to make progress early on because I was a bit too concerned about the tyre, whereas now I can go flat basically from start. So I am aiming for a podium today. So yeah, let's see how we can do. So I think it's Zarco from Fabio and Pecco on the front row. We're all the way back there where that green flag was being waved. So here we are. What can we do? You can see Luca Marine actually to my right is on a soft rear tyre, so that means you can see there a lot of riders gone for the soft. Make up some good time around the outside into one. AI riders out will make up all that time. Coming back at us. What can we do in the opening lap? Rear tyre does not feel like I have much grip, to be honest. I wonder will I rue that decision. I'm going to try and split the middle here. We do. Oh, contact with Iko O'Connor though means we lose time, and Alex Marquez has had a terrible start. He's gone right back to the back of the grid, and unfortunately we're right at the back again. Will my hard come into favour later in the race? But here on lap 1 I don't really have pace, which is what I was hoping I would do. Get a good exit there on Marquez. Oh snap, up the inside. Small bit of contact with Marquez. We're just going to square off last corner. We use the slipstream now of my brother on the Ducati. I'm trying to tread the needle into turn when we come. I'm not going to get past Nini, I don't think. Oh, it's contact with him. We both run wide. Ah, and he's actually fallen off. That is my apologies, Inea. Missed my braking marker, touch into one, and doesn't help the AI take a really wonky line into turn 1. They take a very shallow line, so they take an early apex and turning way too early, which isn't the actual racing line through the corner. And we're going to give ourselves a long lap penalty for that, because that is what we deserve. Now we have a big gap, so not a great race so far for us here in Qatar 2. Maybe now with a bit of clear track I might be able to see if can I get up to speed a bit better. This rear tyre has so little grip on the edge. You can just see as soon as I crack the throttle the thing else goes sideways. Struggling a lot to get any purchase in these conditions. Skating across the curbs there. It looks like we are catching Marquez, Alex Marquez that is. Hot again. I've so little braking stability with the tyre wear. I think it's safe to say that is a mistake for the tyre, because we are way off it at the moment. But again, long race here. I do believe we'll still score points. Just need to get up to speed with the bike and tyres. The air are pretty quick as well around here, it doesn't help. But even that, look how much wear there's on the rear tyre. I thought it'd be better than that. So it looks like we have pretty much the same wear and just way less performance from the mediums. Or compared to the mediums, not from the mediums, because we're on the hardware. See, look how much the rear end is moving around. We're pushing quite hard here now, and you can start to feel that the rear is just giving up. I'm actually starting to take it out a small bit on the front, I reckon. Just forcing the bike into the corner, trying to make up time. So definitely the wrong tyre call here in race 2 at Qatar. Should have Alex Marquez by the end of the lap. Got our first track limits warning. So slipstream just too far back. Not even the fastest man on track, which is worrying. That wasn't a bad lap either. And thankfully we are back on Marquez's case. But he is quite a way back from Luca Marini in P19. So let's try and dispose of Alex as fast as we can. Probably go for it into the hairpin. Just drift up his inside. Job done. Just force him slightly wide. Now my half brother Luca in front. Look how much just. I think as well the setup isn't really working with these tyres because the bike is moving too much under braking. We are in a good rhythm at the moment though. We are going fast enough to get back to the points. And if you just get ahead of Luca, there seems to be a nice bunch of 6, I think. So we should be able to get up into them if I can catch Luca and pass him. We're on to set the fastest lap of the race well this time round. The power tree was going to burn a bit of fuel to see can we catch up to Luca. Half a second under. Fastest lap to me at 51.5, so decent lap there with open track. So we are getting a bit of our rhythm going now. See, both Repsol Hondas ahead, both both Tech 3 KTMs. I'm going to just turn it tight here and then open up turn 4. Come through turn 3 now. Get a run on Luca into P19, I think it is. But he cuts us back. Brilliant move from Luca. I'm trying to just cut underneath him here because I do like to run it wide. Just like that, but I don't know if I have the rear grip against his soft. Go for the inside, bit of a dive bomb. Is he going to leave us the space? Yes, he is. He gets such good purchase on that soft rear that he almost repasses us, and it's taken us a few corners to get the move done. But it's there now. So let's focus on the Red Bull KTMs, the Repsol Hondas, and just around the outside of Marquez. Are we going to get, yeah, just outside the track there, but we had the move done. That's P18, so we can just see the points now. Salvadori's rear end looks to be slipping around. I reckon he's on a soft. I got so much time on the brake, so much time I actually have to go to the side of him. Any part of the race now, our hard tyres should be working. It's this one. They've had a good few laps to come up to temperature, and the softs should be feeling pretty bad now for anyone who's running a soft. So we tried this move a lot in the last race into this corner here, couldn't get it done. But this move always seems to work, just cut on the wheels. See how much it's pumping. Not going to get the move done around the outside maybe. Wishful thinking. We managed to get it done. That was a cracking piece of overtaking there. Much better apex speed there than Taka, so dive on into one, I reckon, is coming. Again, there he touches the curb and that affects his run. And use him now for slipstream. Gonna get straight into Petrucci's and try and get him into turn one as well. And job done, that is into the points we go. But Petrucci fights us back. He is on a soft rear tyre, so I don't reckon he'll be a threat in a minute. Ooh, he fights us back though. We have to pick the bike up. We're just not going to get the run on though. That soft still working quite well, so it's going to be probably into the hairpin. There we go. We actually north and wide. Again, rear end let go and went out to P17 once again. We really are struggling now. That rear tyre is feeling pretty dead. You can even see it if you look close enough at the rear tyre. You can see the outside just don't look well at all. We'll try our best though. We will try our best to get back into this. Just corners like this, when you're trying to tip in, it just does not want to turn in. The rear end just lets go as soon as you transition from upright to lent over. Oh, front end there went. Can't be doing that very often. Once again, these guys touching curbs, they're just not the right way to be going around that corner. Square them off now. Can we get a good run on them? Like we did on the previous lap. Don't have the fuel really to burn this time though, so it's going to be a bit more difficult, but we managed to get up the inside of Petrucci. I'm going to get this one stopped this time to stop him from fighting back. I'll try and return underneath Nakagami. Yeah, looks like it's going to work. Puts us on the outside. We're going to switch to the inside for turn 4. Just leave the brakes off. Oh, he cuts across me now and he pushes us. We have to force him out wide to touch. I was up the inside though, so he had to leave me space and he didn't, so I'm well within my right there. Now you can see how badly my rear tyre looks now, how scuffed it looks. So this could be a pretty poor points haul today. I don't really think I'm going to get much further up the road. Still haven't even caught Polo Spagaro. Look, going up next, having a quick look over his shoulder. Oh, we're in hot air. Not keeping this on track. Oh, just did. Try and get it up through the gears early just to keep the rear tyre from spinning. I'll be glad to see the back of this place. Not one of my favourite tracks. And you can see it's been a poor start to the season. P4 is a great result, but this one isn't, unfortunately. Only 3 laps remaining and just sitting on a point at the moment. So we'll see what we can do over the few laps remaining. I'll just get the extra power now just to get a run on him, and into the slipstream we go. We're gonna go to the outside and brake a bit later, but he matches us. We're gonna switch to the inside, and job done. We just force him a touch wide. Now if we get, there's a red Ducati up next. I think it's a Ducati. Looks red to me from here, and it looks like a big red blob. So maybe it's Jack Miller if he's struggling. Getting through fast right, the bike just doesn't want to turn for me. We are catching Pole Espargaro ever so slightly. Could we get a top 10? I don't think so. Oh, it's track extending, so we're actually one track limit off a long lap penalty. A real one this time. So we're actually not catching pole, I don't think. My rear tyre is shot. You can just see every time I pick up the throttle, the rear just wants to step out. Every corner I come into, the rear end goes wide. Big crash, big crash. Points on the table. It was Frankie Morbidelli and Jorge Martin, I think. So now we're to P11. So if anyone else goes off, we will be in the top 10. So we could salvage a decent point or two yet. But we're dropping back from Pole Espargaro at a rapid rate. And then I'm going to try my best to get him because I want that P10. I'll push as hard as I can for these last 2 laps. No point to the race that I feel this was the right tire to be on. It's unfortunate because we thought it might be the thing that was keeping us from getting a podium. Can't even afford to use any more fuel. Or we 1.2 back. Push as hard as we can now. See if we get somewhere. We are catching. Too little too late, I reckon. Better not get a long lap penalty either, because that would ruin our race. I think the KTMs are still pretty close. In Haas. Oh, rear end let go big time there. Under a second, so we pricked up a big gap to him in the few corners of this lap so far. It's these long corners like this now, though, was where I am struggling the most. But I reckon he's having some issues because we are catching him. We are actually on a very good lap. We're going green to the middle sector. So this pushing is helping. Just trying to get up through the gears to catch him. Turn, yeah man, turn. He's run wide himself, so we're actually right on the back of him now. What can we do in this final sector of the race? Our tyre is finally coming to me. Too little, too late, I'm afraid. It's going to be a drag race to the line, I reckon. Take a late apex if I can and try and square him off. We actually get a great run on him. We don't have any fuel left to burn. It's going to be a drag race. But we get such a good exit. We managed to get him as P10. That was a good recovery ride, really, from... Oh, that was a tough ride overall. It's back now. I want to know who got the fastest lap. Of course it wasn't me. Someone was probably in 1 minute 50s on the last lap. Yeah, 1 minute 50.6 from Enea Bastianini on the last lap. I don't reckon I could do that lap time. maybe just about beat that. That is a crazy lap time. I don't know how they what goes on in this that causes them to do such funny lap times when the race finishes. So what has that done to champ? It has jumped us to 6th. That was not a good round for me. So 19 points, 22 up of Fabio, who's 41 already. Thankfully, next up it is Portimao, and then Jerez. So I reckon top 5 at Portimao is possible, and I reckon race victory at Jerez is definite. And we're 2nd in the constructors as of right now, so doing quite well. But I am going to leave it here for today's episode. Have you enjoyed? I hope you have enjoyed today. A bit of a struggle. Wrong tyre call unfortunately cost us dear in the race. We never had the pace. It's funny enough, a bit like a true life Rossi situation where we just had no rear grip. Ironically, I didn't think of that during the race, but it's just exactly what Rossi has been complaining about with the Yamaha for so many years now, since the Michelin tyres have come back. And unfortunately we did replicate it today for him, so we are the most realistic series on YouTube. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.